What's up there, Eastside?
Just speaking of RonFez.net, I spied something kind of interesting on RonFez.net I'd like to share.
Little board gossip?
Mini one.
Mini board gossip.
Dazzle dazzle. It's board gossip.
What do you got for us?
Okay, on RonFez.net, Sheepy and I, this is from ADF.
All right, yeah, you and Sheepy go online together? Now, Mikey Boy, do you even know what he's talking about before we even start this?
I actually don't.
So this is like 60 Minutes in the old days. So is this something that Mikey Boy's going to be uncomfortable with, or I'm going to be uncomfortable with?
You, Fez, might be uncomfortable with this one. A little bit, yeah.
Right.
Oh, okay, I do know what this is.
All right, so what? Set up the premise here.
Okay. This is a thing I spy on RonFez.net from
Has
ADF.
the cold got to you? Because the face is like red like a thermometer today.
His whole head is chapped.
We can actually keep the thermometer just by looking at him.
I got windburn today on my walk from Astoria to the subway station. So that's why my fucking...
Normally you get ball slapped, but this is different.
From ADF, he explains, Sheepy and I were at the Fifth Avenue Apple store, killing time until Randy got into the city, and Sheepy spots some guy who looks like Fez. We debated for several minutes as to whether or not it actually was Fez.
Where's this at? I'm already confused.
The Apple store.
Oh, the Apple store.
This is at the Apple store. And they see some guy who looks like Fez, but finally they came to the conclusion that it was not Fez, but just some guy who kind of looked like him. He goes on to write, because of his somewhat disheveled nature and the confused look upon his face as he was wandering about the technology, we labeled him Homeless Fez. Our goal was to get close to him in order for me to take a surreptitious picture of Homeless Fez with my camera phone in order to show Fez his doppelganger. Doppelganger is a person who...
Don't fucking have to explain things to me. I understand German, you prick.
All right, after a couple...
Acting like your vocabulary's better than mine.
After a couple of minutes of finagling about...
Your doppelganger, Ronald McDonald.
After a couple minutes of finagling about, we finally got close enough.
Hold on. Let me get back to this while you're wandering on in character.
Okay.
They go out, they see a homeless guy who looks like Fez, right?
Exactly.
And he's all crazy looking.
Yes.
All right, fine.
Disheveled, confused.
Could he fucking write this bit any longer and more boring?
So after a couple minutes of finagling about, we finally got close enough, only to have Homeless Fez turn into the real Fez when he recognized us. I miss Homeless Fez, signed ADF.
All right, I'm trying to understand this. Fez, you were out looking all disheveled and crazy on the streets in New York?
I don't recall ever looking crazy and disheveled and homeless looking on the streets of New York. I was at the Apple store on Fifth Avenue in Manhattan and saw Sheepy and ADF there.
Were you confused?
I was just looking around the place. I had never been in the Apple store before.
Did you have all your belongings in a paper bag? They make it sound like you're Daniel Johnston and I'm your dad and I have to worry about you wandering around acting crazy in public.
You know, I don't know where this comes from with this ADF. I don't understand this at all. You know, he tried to pull this thing on me at the Apple store.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you this, ADF, it didn't get a laugh then either. I noticed Sheepy was uncomfortable. I didn't acknowledge your comment. And I don't get why you would post this on RonFez.net.
Well, he thought it was important information to impart.
And has anyone seen ADF? If you want to start pointing out disheveled and homeless looking, the man, I mean, talk about disheveled. The guy is an unkept bed.
Now you're rambling like one of those crazy people in the street.
I am not rambling. And I was in jeans, I was in a regular shirt and a nice jacket.
Were you talking to yourself, though?
No.
That's what ADF was saying. You were something about muttering to yourself.
I don't know. He's trying to get some attention here. You know what? I've had it with this guy. I have had it with ADF. And I'll tell you, here's my response to that post on RonFez.net. Put this in your board gossip.
Okay.
I will not be at ADF's party for Randy this week.
Razzle dazzle!
Thank you.
Page 6.
Thank you for making up my mind for me. Thank you for helping me to RSVP.
You had already said that you were going, and you were considering dinner with him beforehand.
Yeah, I said Friday in the air I'd be at the party. But forget it. No, I'm done. I am done. It's not, you know, he didn't get a laugh then. I don't know what he thinks he's trying to do. I don't know why he thinks posting this on RonFez.net is some hilarious thing where he's going to, all of a sudden, Fez looked homeless. It makes no sense.
He said something about it didn't look like you showered, which is what my spies tell me.
Have you seen the grease in his hair? My God, it's at $60 a barrel. That stuff's going for.
That's not true.
It is so. Have you seen his greasy hair?
I don't know. You two are in this strange razzle-dazzle fight that I know. What were you muttering to yourself as?
I was not. I was shopping. I was at the Apple Store looking around, and I see these two yahoos giggling like schoolgirls, behind a couple of displays.
Let me ask you this, because I know it's winter. Were you layering your clothing again?
I had on a nice overshirt and a T-shirt underneath with a jacket on top of all that.
ADF told me he was wearing gloves that didn't match, Mr. B, which...
Were you really?
I was not even wearing gloves.
All right, here's what I hate about this, Mikey boy. It's hard enough to get Fezzy to come out of the house. Now when he does, it's like his worst nightmare. People are talking about him.
Yeah, why should I be social? People want me to be social? Fuck all of you.
All right.
Fuck all of you.
Come on.
Because here's what happens when I leave the house, Ron.
I understand that. All right, you mad for real?
Yeah, now
Okay,
Happy Fez is gone. He got a, let's see.
This is so bad because I had a really good joke. But I don't want you to, go back and feeling okay.
Yeah, Happy Fez got a 12-minute reprieve. He got to walk the grounds like Hinckley for 12 minutes, and he's back in.
Don't compare yourself with Hinckley. That's a problem for crazy people.
This ADF is an asshole. Let's face some facts. He always has been, he always will be.
Didn't he touch your chicken or something one time?
Yeah, one time we were out at Bar 9, I had ordered some chicken tenders, and he starts twirling his finger right above my dipping sauces and above my chicken finger. I mean, just, a half an inch above everything. Acting like that's funny. I don't know where the sense of humor comes from.
He likes to needle you.
He must have been abused as a child.
Oh, well, we all were. Bill, you're on Ron and Fez.
I know he was never shampooed as a child.
All right, because his hair's greasy.
It's beyond greasy. The Valdez didn't spill that much.
I don't even know what you mean. Bill, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Fezzy, you're going to go on O&A's homeless shopping spree.
Oh, see, now you got that reputation.
Here's how it starts.
All right, Tippy. Tippy and Tappy are going out to go shopping.
No, because you know what? I won't be on the homeless shopping spree because I'm not leaving my house again.
Why don't you shop online when you want to buy things?
I'm going to just have to. I can't, I got to worry about this. I got to worry about that I can't walk into the Apple Store. I've never been there before. I just wanted to check it out. I'm not allowed to do that.
We had Sheepy coming in on Friday.
That may be canceled.
No.
Yes.
Pulling the plug on poor Sheepy?
The Sheepy appearance is canceled, and I am not going to that shitfest birthday party either.
What about RonFez.net party, Christmas party on Saturday 16th? You know ADF's going to be there.
I can ban him.
Whoa!
I'll accept that offer, Mikey boy.
That's why Mikey Boy's the best.
He really is.
Earl, look over. You see what a producer acts like?
Have you banned anyone, Earl?
No, I've never banned anyone.
Or did you go wandering around with that guy from the Hard Rock, putting us into another uncomfortable break?
No, I mean,
yeah, that was Earl. I remember.
Yeah,
that was him.
Earl.
I remember.
That was definitely me. Yes.
Oh, look who it is, Fezzy. Sheepy. Sheepy.
Hey guys. The way he explained
Which one are you, Mutt or Jeff?
Now, here's the thing, Sheepy, while you're calling Fez homeless. I remember what you looked like when we met you.
No, I wasn't calling him homeless. I can explain the story.
You look like a homeless Muppet when we met you.
You're well-dressed now, but when we met you, you were the layered king.
I know. I don't know what I was doing, and I'm still not that good at dressing, but I can. It was the way he explained it sounded a lot meaner. Because the way I saw it is, I saw Fez. I go, hey, that's Fez. He goes, no, that's not Fez. And I put the fear of doubt in my head. I didn't want to go running up to a stranger and being like, hey, Fez. And then...
Now, why would you not think that it's Fez? You see Fez every time you come in here.
Yeah, how unrecognizable am I?
What was he wearing? Newspapers around his feet?
No.
He convinced me that it wasn't you. But I was like, but that looks exactly like that is Fez.
He's looking at the world through giant windshields he calls glasses. Of course he's not going to be able to tell if it's me or not.
Fezzi, are you cranky from sleeping on the church steps?
I did not sleep on the church steps.
And you guys still labeled the real Fez. You labeled him homeless Fez.
No.
Yeah, I know. That's why he's
Did
asked.
you see the
It
post?
is kind of mean,
Exactly.
because Fez does worry about leaving his apartment.
I don't like to go out.
The post exactly after that, after he posted it, I put, for the record, I didn't call him homeless Fez.
That's nice, Fezzi. Can you please unban Sheepy? Who's like a son to us.
While people were making fun of making laughs in the thread, I posted.
All right, now he went and said that. This is why
So
he won't read online either.
So he posts this, and now there's a huge thread behind it?
That was the thread that you wanted all this time. It's homeless Fez. You got your thread.
What's that mean, Dave?
Well, Fez wanted a thread of support on ronfez.net or any of the websites. And
I don't remember that.
I've never asked for a support thread. I've never even heard of a support
an
thread.
appreciation thread.
Retard?
And I think all the threads like Fez better.
Ronfez.net used to.
Yeah.
Now Mr. ADF has to attack him. Homeless Fez?
It's when we walked up and Fez finally noticed us. I was like, "Oh, great, it is Fez." And then I was like, "Okay, wow, we weren't sure if it was you or not."
And
then all of a sudden he's like, "Oh yeah, we totally thought you were homeless." I was like,
Who said that, ADF?
ADF said it. And you saw how I just looked at him?
Did you give him the glare?
I know,
Oh, yeah. I don't think he
told
saw
him.
it because I was right in front of his face. So I doubt if Magoo was able to pick up on it.
All right, let's not attack each other's eyesight, because that's something people can't help.
The film on the glasses is dripping off the hair.
And then when the thread showed up, I was just like, "Oh no, there's no reason to like." It's kind of like this. We told the story afterwards. There was a party for Solera at.
Why would you guys write something mean about Fez though? I mean, Dave did read it off, and it did sound like, you know, Fez was wandering around like a homeless person.
Disheveled and confused.
And I just, Sheepy, maybe you know this better than me. Where the hell does ADF get a superior attitude from?
Yeah.
Where does that come from that he thinks he can talk down other people?
But by the
He
way,
makes
Fez,
fun of me all the time.
remember when my chick called to check on you the other night?
Uh-huh.
That was after reading this. She goes, "I'm just going to call and check on
God.
Fez to see if he's feeling okay." And I'm like, you know, when she talks, I'm just hearing, "Wah, wah," you know, I don't know what she's saying. So I'm like, huh? So later she goes, "Well, he's fine." I'm going, "What are you fucking bringing this up to me?" She goes, "I just read something on Fez.net, and I thought maybe his meds were off." So I don't fucking pay any attention.
And so then ADF and Sheepy go to the party and start holding court with this story, which is no story, which is totally made up in your heads.
No, the way I told the story is just the way I re-explained to people, I was like, so we saw this guy that we thought was Fez, and then we followed him around.
You were right. Your nightmare. You were the object of every conversation after that.
And could I have been more nice to you guys? You guys are giggling like schoolgirls, hiding behind the Apple computers, afraid to come over to me. And I went and said, "Oh, hey, Sheepy, how you guys doing?"
Know.
All right, hold on, Sheepy. We got to find out whether you're banned or not from the show on Friday, because I thought he was coming in. Fez, maybe this whole thing will just blow over. Hello, Fred. Fred, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah.
I'm riding down on Fifth Avenue over the weekend, and Fez is sitting out there with a coffee cup. And then he comes over and washes my windshield. What's going on?
Fezzy, don't go out and start wiping people's windshields down.
I'm not a squeegee man, and you know it, Fred.
Here's Joe. Joe, you're on Run of Fez. Maybe that'll be the end of it. Hey, Joe.
Buddies, I got some extra newspaper if you want to keep warm, Fezzy.
All right, see? This is what I worried about, Fez. You with a reputation.
And I was not dressed any worse than when I come to work, you know?
Did you have a Glad bag?
Oh, see?
A2, Mikey boy.
At 2. You know what is really weird is, like, every time you see a homeless guy, they're always doing Shakespeare runoffs. That is so weird. Chris, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, boys, I just want to say, Fez, I'm really upset that Opie jumped on your cake.
See?
It wasn't me.
I wish you didn't have this reputation.
Yes, I wish I hadn't left the house.
Can I vouch for Fez? I've been to his home. So he is not homeless.
We didn't need you to come running in and say, like he needed that to be brought up.
I just want people to understand he has a residence.
You all right, brother?
Yeah, just Got a little pain there.
Everything getting to you?
Yeah, a little bit.
Take a little break back. Do not add to this.
Okay.